Hi, my name is Kamari McClary, and I'm here with my co-host,
Tristan Dix.
and today we're having a conversation with our great-grandmother, Rosa Morris. We just wanted to capture this moment. So, Grandma, we know that you've traveled a lot, and a couple of years ago you were able to have a family trip on a cruise. Tell us about that vacation. Did you enjoy it?
Very much so. I really did. The girls and I cruised to the Bahamas. We went to at least 3 islands over there, and it was great.
It was great.
Yes.
So, considering that, would you go on a cruise again?
Yes, I will, but not during the pandemic.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Now, Grandma, do you remember when I used to like to play under the table a lot?
Yes.
Well, one day when I was playing under the table, remember that time I heard your age? For the audience, I'll just say it was 60. But do you remember that?
Yes, I do. I
Well-
remember.
Can you tell them a little bit about it?
I was having a conversation with Lord and Taylor's about my bill. They said I owed them some money that I did not owe them. And somehow or another, I said to the lady, I says, I don't owe you any money. You guys up there does not keep a record like I do, and I'm 60 years old, as he said, and I keeps an excellent record, but I don't owe you any money. You'll have to check your book again because my record said I paid you.
Tell them, Grandma. So I know that you were born in South Carolina. I was wondering if you have any childhood friends from back then, and if you still talk to them today.
Yes, I do. I have one special friend in Carolina. She lived in New York because she had 2 children. She raised the 2 children, the 2 children in New York, and she moved back to the Carolina. Her and her husband went back to the Carolina, and we have always stayed in touch
Okay, and did
through this day.
most of the people that you knew down there, did they move up here, or did they stay down there?
Well, some of them moved here, but some of them stayed there and went out to other places like New York and Philadelphia and places like that.
Now, Grandma, do you remember that time when one of the maintenance guys had to come and look at your roof? And
Yeah.
supposedly they said that you were trying to abuse me?
Yes, I remember that.
How about you tell the audience a little bit about that story?
Sure, why not? I had the guy from Home Depot here doing an estimate on my roof, and Tristan got a little nixie, and I got the cord from my cell, and I pop him on his hand lightly, and the guy just looked at me, and he didn't say anything, but he finished up and went out. A few minutes later, I heard a knock on my door. I went to the door, and there was 2 policemen standing at the door, a lady and a man. Say hello. Say hello. Can we come in? I says, why, sure you can come in. Do you have a child here with you? I says, yes, I do. I says, my great-grandson is here with me. They came in, and they asked Tristan to hold up your little T-shirt that you had on, and is there any whelp on you? Tristan said to them, I don't have any whelps on me. And they said, well, you know, the guy that was here said that you was abusing the kid. You know, I can't tell you guys, but I told them off. And I told them. They said they wanted to go through my house. I said, well, come go with me. Let me give you a tour. And I said, let me take you through. And they came back in, and I said, now listen, this is my great-grandson. I'm helping with him, and I says, at any time you feel like stopping by, you're welcome. You don't need an invitation to come here. I says, I will have him here with me, and you just stop by and see if I'm abusing him at any time you feel like it.
Wow.
And you know, I haven't seen those guys until this day. They hadn't been back to my place.
Wow. Well, that's a story. So I know that you had an uncle in World War II. Can you tell us a little bit about what you remember and about him, maybe?
Yes, my uncle, one of my uncles was in World War II, and he used to talk a lot about, you know, the situations there. And I was just a little girl, and I heard the family talking about it, and I would listen to the radio. And the radio, I heard on the radio where there was some consultation between the American and the foreign country. And the United States were trying to help them out with their business.
Okay.
And the people from the foreign country said that they did not have time for that because they were not treating the African American people properly here in the United States. And they didn't have any business in their business. They were handling their business. The United States had business here that they should have been taken care of.
So, Grandma, can you tell me if you remember anything about your great-grandmother, which would be our great-great-great-grandmother?
Yes, I remember my grandmother. My grandmother was an Indian lady, high cheekbone, long curly hair and all that. And she used to talk a lot and try to teach us about different things, teach us how to treat people. And she said, don't mistreat your brothers and sisters, because if you do, you will have to give an account for it.
So speaking of your grandma, I don't know if she made any dishes that you really liked, but what type of food did you eat growing up, and where did you get your food?
Where did we get our food and what did we eat? We grew a lot of food down there. We had chickens, they had pigs, they had cows for the beef and all that. And they grew a lot of veggies on the farm.
And last but not least, did your family have a nickname that they used to like to call you?
Call me?
Yes.
Oh, well, we've got to go into the nickname.
Tell us about it, Grandma.
They used to call me Goldie.
Goldie.
And some of my cousin here in Rochester calls me Goldie through these days.
Oh, well, you do look like a Goldie. All right, folks. I think that this is the end of our conversation. Thank you for sticking with us. Again, my name is Kamari McClary. This is Tristan Dix, and this is my great-grandmother, Rosa Morris. See you again next year.
Hi, all you KM fans. This is Kamari McClary reporting from KMTV. Today is January 2nd, 2015. Today, I have a very special guest.
Tristan Josiah Dix.
And how old are you, Tristan Josiah Dix?
I am 6 years old.
What school do you go to?
Allendale, Columbia.
And who are your teachers?
Mrs. Neely and Mrs. Eater.
Do you like it there over at Allendale, Columbia?
Yes, I do.
And what is your favorite afternoon snack once you've come home from school?
A fruit snack.
What time do you usually go to bed at night when you have school the next day?
8:30.
And do you like your usual bedtime, or do you wish you could stay up later?
I wish I could stay up later.
What time do you usually wake up in the morning for school?
6:30.
And what is your favorite morning breakfast?
Grits, eggs, and bacon.
Does your mom make that stuff for you?
Yes.
What is your mom's name?
Natasha Dix.
Well, Tristan, thank you for coming to KMTV. And I really enjoyed having you on January 2nd, 2015. God bless you.
God bless you, everybody. Happy New Year's!
Happy New Year's.
This is Tristan Josiah Dix reporting from TD Interviews. And I have a special guest.
Kamari Joy McClary.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is a monkey.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is navy blue.
What's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower is a rose.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is snow crab legs.
What's your favorite shape?
My favorite shape is a heart.
God bless you, everyone. Happy New Year's!
Thank you for allowing me to be on TD Interviews. God bless you. Happy New Year's, everyone.
Happy New Year's, everyone.